Welcome to Culture Scale, where Black History Month is year-round. Our specialty is hip-hop, but we are equipped to cover every aspect of our fascinating culture. You never know how we're going to come through, but you can bet it's going to be the business. This presentation is perfect for anyone interested in rich history, music, and innovation. Regardless if you're a student, a professional, or just a curious learner, you'll find something new and exciting in this one. In the first of this two-part episode, we're going to explore the relationship between hip-hop and Black inventors and how their creation is used in the culture on a daily basis. Hip-hop itself was so out of the box when it first came about that its cultural inventions did not fall under the guise of traditional inventiveness. Fast forward to current times, those same Afrocentric developments are now enormous moneymakers. Yeah, generating billions, if not trillions of dollars. Many actualized ideas from Black masterminds were never credited to them. In fact, a number of their inventions have been patented by perpetrators. While other Black inventors had to battle for their rightful ownership, some were relentless about adding their names to their findings from the jump with legal documentation. It's no secret that various industries have utilized Black inventions for centuries. We mean everything ranging from automotive, to tech, to medicine, and more. But again, this video will affirm the innovations specifically related to the hip-hop culture. So give ear, and behold, Culture Scale's Top 12 Black Inventors, Part 1. Creations used in hip-hop. Number 12. Marion R. Croak. Have you ever used WhatsApp, Skype, Zoom, or Google Meet? Yeah, we know you have, so clap it up for the Black American inventor and engineer Miss Marion Croak, because she played a key role in the development of all those internet-based communication tools. She is credited with over 200 patents, but her most impactful contribution to the culture was her work in creating Voice over Internet Protocol, or VoIP. This is technology that lets you speak and listen from almost any device such as your phone or computer, as long as you have a fast internet connection. You can use VoIP to communicate across the world by audio, video, and text. Whether it be hardware or software, everyone has used VoIP to keep in touch with friends, family, and colleagues, even if they are not aware of it. VoIP technology is also utilized in music, often for remote recording and collaboration, and is a popular resource for other industries as well. Marion Rogers Croak is currently a vice president of engineering at Google, and she was inducted into the Women in Technology International Hall of Fame in 2013. Wow. Number 11. Alexander Miles. If it wasn't for Alexander Miles, you would have a harder time getting in and out of those upper-level meetings, studio sessions, and rooftop parties. Miles designed the elevator doors to open and close automatically after thinking about the danger of an elevator shaft carelessly left ajar. Before his revolutionary invention, elevators were operated manually by a doorman. The upgrade allowed for faster and more efficient transportation within buildings, improved safety, and made it possible for taller buildings to be constructed. He was awarded a patent for this accommodating solution in 1887, and to this day, automatic elevator doors continue to be an integral part of modern architecture and urban planning. Alexander Miles went all the way up with this one. Number 10. W.A. Dietz. Sadly, William Dietz was born a slave, so there is no recorded date of birth or death for him, nor a photograph of this influential Black inventor. However, his shoe boot creation is recognizable to this day. Fashion and hip-hop are synonymous, so we got to give Dietz his credit for making the original footprint for boot brands like Timberland, Doc Martens, Nike, and the rest of them to follow. William's futuristic model, which he received a patent for in November 1892, combined the characteristics of a traditional shoe and a high boot, providing greater comfort and support for the feet and ankles. As you can see here in his sketch drawing, Dietz moved the typical front or side boot opening around to the back to make it easier to get the boot on and off the foot. His design supplied protection from environmental elements and still had a flair. Dietz's hybrid product was mainly popular among women and workers who needed sturdy protective footwear for their jobs, such as construction workers and miners. His shoe boot design has been refined over time in the fashion world and remains a popular type of footwear today, particularly in the urban and outdoor markets. Dietz's invention demonstrates his ability to see a problem and provide a long-lasting fix to address it. Number 9. Madam C.J. Walker. We don't need to say how important hair is to our culture, right? So for our 9th slot, we've got the Queen of Sheen. Born Sarah Breedlove, Madam C.J. Walker was a Black American hustler, leader, teacher, and mother who refused to let challenges stop her. After experiencing hair loss, Walker developed and marketed a line of hair care products for Black women using the name Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company. Over the years, Madam continued to show people how to care for their hair. Her company employed over 40,000 women across several countries. Ultimately, Madam built a successful empire and became one of the wealthiest women of her time. She was also a major philanthropist in her community, spending her money to support various causes, including education and civil rights. Madam C.J. Walker's story and business acumen have had a big influence on American society. Her legacy continues to be an inspiration for many melanated entrepreneurs, especially women. Number 8. Alan Emtage. Stop what you're doing and send a virtual salute to Mr. Alan Emtage. He sparked the idea that led to one of the most useful creations known to modern man. The search engine. That's right. Google and Bing owe this computer scientist from Barbados big time for conceiving and implementing the first search engine called Archie, a pre-web internet tool made to help people find files by typing keywords. His early revelations were fundamental in the development of today's search engines. Now we are all Googling countless times per day to quickly locate what we're looking for, thanks to Alan. Search engines play a vital part in the way we consume and share music, information, and culture. What a convenient invention. Number 7. Jesse Russell. In a world where technology is constantly moving, it takes a true visionary to change the course of history. Jesse Russell was that visionary. The electrical engineer invented the first digital cellular base station, which is a piece of equipment that is used to facilitate wireless communication between mobile devices and a cellular network. It was more than just a technological breakthrough, it was a game changer. Because of Russell, many people can use the same networks at once. He essentially revolutionized our ability to communicate, link up, and get information. Now with the touch of a button, we can all call, text, email, and access the internet anytime we want. Today, rappers, videographers, music producers, and other creatives all use handy cell phones on the go. Thanks to Jesse Russell, their creative flow and thought process can be captured instantly through reliable resources like the recently rolled out cloud technology. Russell has been granted numerous patents for his work, and he has received several awards and honors for his contributions to the field of telecommunications. His legacy is embedded in every conversation, connection, and opportunity made possible by his invention. Number 6. Philip Emeagwali. Philip Emeagwali is a Nigerian computer scientist, mathematician, and engineer known for his work in the development of the internet and supercomputing. When you hear supercomputer, just think of your computer on a ton of steroids. Able to store a massive amount of data and process much more, much faster, with little to no breakdown or delay. In the 1980s, Emeagwali began working on a project to develop a new computer that could perform calculations at incredibly high speeds, using a technique called parallel processing. His work led to the development of the connection machine, which was the world's fastest computer at the time, and enhanced the field of supercomputing. In addition to his work in high-performance computing, Emeagwali has contributed to the fields of geophysics, petroleum engineering, and weather forecasting, and his role is recognized globally. His discoveries in the supercomputing space have trickled down to regular PCs, and now devices are responding quicker than ever. The hip-hop culture benefits greatly from Philip's findings. With computers being able to handle multiple tasks at a rapid rate, more sophisticated music production software is being developed, DJing is progressing, and the speed of the entire recording process is unbelievable, just to name a few ways Mr. Emeagwali's work has had a profound impact on the way we use technology today. He continues to motivate young people around the world to pursue their passions in science and tech. Number 5. Mark E. Dean. Speaking of computers, Mark Dean is a heavyweight in the field. The American engineer was instrumental in the invention of IBM's first personal computer during the early 1980s. He also co-created the graphics adapter that allows PC monitors to show colors, and he helped make the ISA bus, an industry-standard interface which is what connects your printer, mouse, disk drives, and screens to your computer. Dean pioneered the first 1 GHz chip processor that could crunch 1 billion calculations per second too. Mark Dean's ingenuity has had a gigantic impact on the computer industry as a whole. Because of his brilliance, we're able to color code things on a computer, hook up different devices to them, and build out our own perfect workstations. Imagine the internet in black and white. Yeah, no thanks. Let's move on. Number 4. William Henry Lane. Also known as Master Juba, Lane was a black American performer and innovator who used his body as a musical instrument in the 1840s. He is considered to be one of the fathers of tap dance. Lane invented a unique style of movement that combined Irish clogging and African rhythms. He performed in the United States and Europe and even became the first black person to get top billing over a white performer in a minstrel show. His creation of tap was influential in the development of later kinds of dance, including hoofing, the Charleston, stepping, breaking, and more. Tap is not always brought up in discussion, but it should be recognized as one of the earliest forms of black expression. Without this foundational footwork, there is no telling what we'd be doing. Dance has advanced substantially since Master Juba, but if you look close enough, you can see bits and pieces of tapping sprinkled throughout the culture, in music videos, social media posts, and in live performances. According to history, William Master Juba Lane is one of the original Big Steppers. Number 3. Grandmaster Flash. Groundbreaking hip-hop DJ Joseph Sadler, better known as Grandmaster Flash, first hit the music scene in the 1970s. He is responsible for introducing several techniques that are fundamental to the art of DJing, including cutting, scratching, and mixing, but he holds no patents. Flash showed DJs how to manipulate records in new ways that had never been seen or heard before. For example, by backspinning 2 records with both hands, he repeated a part of a song without touching the record player's arm, which was also created by a black inventor, Joseph H. Dickerson. Flash definitively distinguished the difference between a DJ and someone who played records. His innovations paved the way for a growing culture and helped to establish the DJ as one of the 5 pillars of hip-hop. He birthed a style of turntablism that has transcended across musical genres. Flash was also one of the first DJs to use drum machines and samplers, which helped to shape the sound of modern hip-hop production. His deep-rooted legacy is planted firmly in hip-hop history, and if you're lucky, you can still catch the Grandmaster tearing it down on the wheels of steel. Number 2. James the West. Mic check 1 2. Is this thing on? Oh, okay. Inventor and acoustician James West holds over 250 foreign and U.S. patents for the production and design of microphones. His most coveted co-creation to date is the electric microphone, a device that can convert sound waves into an electrical signal, which he patented in 1965. His compact, affordable innovation greatly improved the sensitivity and accuracy of mics, making them more suitable for recording and broadcasting. Before West's version, mics were prone to distortion and noise. His electric microphone, on the other hand, provides a clear and stable sound quality. Up until this day, the technology founded by West is used in almost all professional and consumer microphones, including those used in music studios, portable recording equipment, live performances, hearing aids, smartphones, and any other device that requires a small, efficient microphone. So the next time you lay down your vocals, shout out Mr. James E. West. He deserves it. Number 1. Black people. Let us elaborate. It is believed by many that music is black's greatest and most profitable creation to date. That is evident in the amount of wealth it has generated and the number of lives it has touched. So instead of separating all the different genres of music black people have originated, we're just going to accredit blacks with the invention of most, if not all, music known to man. The list is extensive, but we'll call out a few art forms you may be fond of or familiar with. Black people have created blues, jazz, swing, bebop, rock and roll, reggae, doo-wop, soul, funk, R&B, hip-hop, and the list goes on. Music is an absolute power, and it should not be taken for granted or mismanaged. Far too often, you hear stories and complaints of artists not rightfully owning their musical property, and that must change ASAP. The music industry is easily a trillion-dollar business, and black talent has been the driving force from the start. The origins of this lucrative commodity can be traced back to slavery, where you could hear ancestors singing spirituals to pass the time. After the Emancipation Proclamation, blacks began to hone in on their musical skills and bring forth the most amazing frequencies ever recorded and sold. Now, life without black music just doesn't seem fathomable for people inside and outside the race. We honor all the trailblazers who've had a significant hand in cultivating this universal rhythmic language. Thank you very much. Black history is American history. If it wasn't for these brilliant forward thinkers and their creations, this channel and so many other things would not exist. Moreover, their legacy continues to affect and influence contemporary movements such as hip-hop. As hip-hop culture continues to grow and evolve, it is important to recognize and celebrate the contributions of Black inventors, as they have paved the way for modern innovators and will continue to inspire future generations of creators and builders. Which one of you will bring out another life-changing invention? The world is waiting. It doesn't stop with these great names, so who's next? Let these astounding stories serve as a reminder that anything is possible with knowledge, focus, and follow-through. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos if you haven't already. We hope you enjoyed this mandatory edition of Kulture Scale. Give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Let's spread the word about these unsung heroes and the amazing things they have accomplished. In part 2, we're getting even heavier. You definitely want to see the second exalted list of Black inventors who changed our lives for the better. Click the video coming up now. We'll meet you there.